Pew, I gotta get away from you.
Hello. Okay, so I decided, based on a request that I got from a lot of different people who are crazy, to do a stroll tutorial for the dance that is done. It's like a line dance that all the girls do at Viva, and of course at all big events that are rockabilly inspired. So it's called, I believe, the Sex Kitten Stroll. I think if you look up tutorials for the dance called the Stroll, you're going to end up getting this couples line dance thing. So that's not the same thing at all. You can see a lot of videos on YouTube of girls doing it, but I've never actually, of girls. Of girls doing the stroll, but you do not have really any videos on YouTube that I found of an instructional on how to do it. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. But this is what's really funny about this, is a little disclaimer, is that I absolutely do not know how to dance. I bop like a crazy woman, and it's really a funny thing to see. I'm just waiting for the videos to come out so that I can feel really embarrassed. But also, I don't jive. I don't know how. I would love to know how. I'm going to learn someday, I know, but I don't know how to jive. I'm not a dancer. I'm by no means a dance instructor. This is just the stroll as I learned it, and just to kind of make it clear to you how I learned it, I looked online, and there was this little tutorial online that showed these little animated feet, and it was like my three sons style feet, little footprints, and it actually showed how to do the steps. And that's how I learned the stroll. That, and kind of following along with the girls and at Viva. So I wanted to go ahead and give you a little very basic tutorial on how to do the dance, just so you can join in. This will literally just get you in the line. It's not going to make you look like the best dancer in the world, but you can add to it and do your own thing with it, and at least this will get you in the line, and you can keep up with everybody this way. So I'll teach you the very, very basics, and then I'll teach you the slightly more advanced version that is pretty much what you'll see most people doing, because it's not really advanced. It's just kind of like the standard stroll. So what I'll show you first is just the basic, and then I'll show you the standard stroll. You can do whatever you want, but hopefully you'll be able to catch up, and I hope to see you there. So this is my friend Moose. She's going to jump in with me after I do initial instructional part of it, and then she'll get in with me, because it really doesn't look like the stroll unless more than one person is doing it. I have very limited space in this tiny little dressing room, bedroom that we're using, but
we're on it like a bonnet.
We are. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. Okay, so I'm going to do a little brief walkthrough, and then she'll step in with me doing the most basic version of the stroll that's possible. And then we'll do the more standard version you see more people doing. And there's also really crazy, awesome, advanced versions that I don't do, that you'll see lots of people doing, and you'll be watching them while you're doing it, and then you'll totally lose your place. So just do these little simple ones at first, and hopefully this will help you out. So we're going to move down to the foot cam.
Pew, I gotta get away from you.
Caffeine, nicotine, and gasoline. What's us humans gonna do? Ugly old Satan popping up from the ground. He said,
Pew, I gotta get away from you.
early in the morning, popping out of that sack, reaching for a cigarette to find an empty pack. Coughing and a gagging and a yelling too. Hurry up, baby, get your perk in that view. Tailpipes blowing, the exhaust in the street, taking those fumes clear down my feet. Well, caffeine and nicotine. Caffeine, nicotine, and gasoline. What's us humans gonna do? Ugly old Satan popping up from the ground. He said,
Pew, I gotta get away from you.
early in the morning, popping out of that sack, reaching for a cigarette to find an empty pack. Coughing and a gagging and a yelling too. Hurry up, baby, get your perk in that view.
This next step is the more traditional standard version of the stroll that you're going to see more girls doing. It is a little bit more fancied up version of what you just saw. If you do what you just saw, you'll still be able to stay with everybody, it won't be quite as fun. So now I'll show you more of a standard version of it, and hopefully you'll be able to make it more clear. Basically, instead of taking 2 sideways steps, you're going to basically take a crossover step, but basically a front grapevine if you've done aerobics classes.
Yes, sirree, we got a really big shoe here for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on our stage, we're going to have for you a whole colony of roaches doing a toe dance for you. When I woke this morning, do you know what I found? Yes, sirree, we got a really big shoe here for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on our stage, we're going to have for you a whole colony of roaches doing a toe dance for you. When I woke this morning, do you know what I found? Well, I found those cockroaches crawling all around. I found those roaches crawling around my bed. I found the roaches crawling around my head. Since my baby put me down, I'm the saddest man around, and I won't stay here no more. No.
Roaches on the ceiling, roaches on my clothes. Quick, somebody help me, I got something on my nose. Oh, those roaches crawling round my head. I found those roaches crawling round my bed.